There's ups and downs, but that's how training camp should be, and I think you want those wins and losses. So try and come out here every day with something to work on. If that doesn't work, you need to go back, reevaluate it. But it's really just evaluating yourself, be critical on yourself, and go out and compete. It's awesome. I mean, that's exactly what you want, but everyone knows how good of a player Buck is. So to be able to have that guy to go against every single day, it makes you better, no doubt. So it's awesome.
A lot of it's mental. It's really on my second year playing tight end. So making that transition is very key. So I stay mentally very key. Stay in the film room, learn from the vets, especially from Mo. He's been in the league it's going on his 5th or 6th year now. So I'm grateful I have a veteran like that, and I also have a fellow rookie that'll drop there with me. So give nice competition. But we're roommates. I consider him my best friend on the team. Every time we go get lunch or every time going back to the hotel, we're always just chilling, talking it up. So.
Hi, I am Joel A. Erickson, and this is Nate Atkins. We're the Colts insiders for the IndyStar. We are out here at Grand Park where it did not rain at all today. I know there's a lot of question about that. There's obviously a lot of rain moving through the area. Kudos to the Colts weather guy, whoever runs the radar, because they made the right decision to come out here. This practice was dominated by some of the big-name defensive stars they have. This was the first time that DeForest Buckner has practiced in full. It was the first time he's done one-on-ones. It was the first time he's done a full slate of 11-on-11 work, and I think I wrote his name down like 7 times in 30 plays or 25 plays. He was dominant on the inside, dominant in one-on-ones. He played in this defense before, in this front before, when he was in San Francisco. That's when he had the 12-sack season. He's had great seasons here. He had an All-Pro and a Pro Bowl, but you could see what he can do when he's just pin his ears back and go today, because he was everywhere.
Yeah, and the freshness is what just jumped out to me because, again, I got here mid-season last year, and he was just struggling to get through the year. He had, back issues. He was getting double-teamed more than any defensive lineman other than Aaron Donald. So he took a few days off to start camp here, and today it was like this was his time, and he felt it. And the endurance was incredible because, like you said, it's one thing to flash a couple plays. It was like the very last sequence they have. He's still doing the same thing. He's in the backfield. He's in the lap of quarterbacks. Like I would just watch him go up against Danny Pinter, and nothing against Danny Pinter. He's a first-year starter who's probably going to fit in well, but that's not a matchup you want, and they just didn't know what to do with him, and that's going to be the idea of spin this forward to this season is that while this scheme that Gus Bradley's installing, they haven't always had this big-time 3-tech, but you saw like flashes today show you like that guy could be a problem, and if he's a problem off the snap, it's just to accentuate those other guys like Yannick Ngakoue and Stephon Gilmore, the guys that we expect to make big plays.
The thing that sticks out with Gilmore so far is just how savvy he is. He knows every route before it's run. There are plays out here at camp where if you're just watching him, it feels like he might be about to get beat off the snap because he allows a receiver to get behind him or does something. And then it turns out that the reason he's doing that is because he's putting himself – he knows what route they're running, and he's putting himself between the ball and the receiver. It's been really impressive to watch. He had a good day today, near pick in 7-on-7 when he came off of his route to find Nyheim Hines. I think he kind of surprised Matt Ryan a little bit that he was there. There was another play right in the end of practice where he kind of lit up Alec Pierce, maybe a little bit more contact than the Colts want in a practice session. Don't want any concussions out here, but his savvy is so impressive. And then the other guy you mentioned, Yannick Ngakoue, has been just a really fun guy to watch out here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's fun to talk to. He's fun to watch out here. He's when he pulls his jersey up over his abs, like it looks like a linebacker out there, and yet he lines up there at the defensive end position. I was talking to him today, and like I was just so curious like how much he weighs these days, and he said he's down into the 230s, which is just remarkable to think for a defensive end. But you see it's all speed. It's getting under the pads of guys. It's been fun to watch him go up against Bernard Ryman and Matt Pryor, who are these big hulking tackles, and he's just too low for them to block. Really, they're just trying to kind of move him out of the way and hope it's a quick pass. So defense really exerted itself here today. It's for the start of camp when we had pads is just the passing game and guys winning that, but this showed you like this defense, if it all comes together, of course, but it's like they have the stars to take this pretty much anywhere.
This is the end of this particular pod of practices. We'll be back on Sunday, I think, is the next full practice as they navigate the NFL's rules, but a big defensive day out here for the IndyStar. I'm Joel Erickson. This is Nate Atkins.